welcome back. We're going to make bows for our Christmas presents. Now I know that this is going to be exciting. People can put these on the DIY presents that we are making to put outside with the lights, and then also you can use them to decorate your Christmas presents that you wrap for your friends and family. So let's get started. I'm starting off with a wire ribbon, okay? And this is important for being able to form the nice roll that you get in your bows. This one is just a simple red, and you'll watch me fold it. Okay, so you can use a ribbon wire, which would be better, but I am going to just use a longer twisty tie, and this should do the trick. Scissors and your wired ribbon, okay? Now, I want to start with figuring out how large I want my bow, right? So I'm going to use my arm, wrist to elbow. That's about how long I want my bow to be. Now, to start off, you want to be able to start with a loop. So you have to bring it over. And this needs to be about halfway because this is going to be your first loop. Then you need to measure out from here all the way down. About, maybe I'm going to do mid, so right at the fingertips here to my elbow. Okay, so this is going to be about how large I want my ribbon to be. So now I'm going to take and fold it all the way over, okay, because I want it to be the length of my elbow. So look here, this is the start, and it's about halfway. A little bit more than halfway is where you're going to want it, so that way when you cut it, it's good to stay in place. And I'm just going to crease it down because we're going to keep moving. Okay, so it's a little bit farther than halfway. Okay, all right, so that's one. We're going to do this, I think I'm going to do it 12 times because I want this to be a pretty full bow. So we're going to count that 1, 2, and I'm just folding it right over on top of itself. 3, 4, 5, 6. I want a nice fluffy bow. 7. I'm going to keep going. 8. 9. 10. 11. I'm going to stop at 12. So one more. I think 12 will be perfect. 12. Okay, so this is going to be nice and thick. Now I'm going to cut this actually in the back here because I want to remember this one went a little further than halfway, right? So I can make the cuts here. Now I want this one to be more than halfway, so I'm going to cut it just like that. Okay. Now you want to take and find your end. So the end is here and inside. Now, let's find that piece. Here it is. I see it poking over, okay? So those are safe. Now I want to cut in the center, but you don't want to cut all the way through here because then you're just going to have separate pieces of ribbon, okay? So you want to take, and I'm going to cut a little bit diagonally, so I'm in the center of my bow, and I cut in towards the center, okay? Now I'm going to turn and cut from the other side into the center, again, we don't want to rip it all the way through because that's going to ruin our bow. So you can take it at a little bit of an angle. Make sure you have everything that you want to cut. And we're going to go towards the center at an angle, avoiding the center. Okay? You see that? Now you take your twisty tie or wire ribbon, wire, however you want to say that, and we're just going to twist it right in the center. All right, nice and twisted. All right. Now, what you want to do is leave here some extra so we can tie on our tails. We'll do that next. I want to cut off this extra ribbon because it's just going to be in the back. So I'm going to just cut that off. So this is shortened. And then this one in here, I would like to shorten it because again, this is my half one that I started with. Okay, that way you aren't going to see that. It's not going to be a part of our bow. Now you're going to see me pull this one out and twist. Okay, and then pull down. And we're going to do this on both edges. Pull out and twist. And we're going to make it look pretty at the end, so pull out and twist. 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 Okay, now the other side. Find the center. Pull out and twist. Pull out from the outer side and twist. Pull out from inside and twist. Pull out and twist. And twist and twist. Okay, look at how full this is looking. We didn't even make it look pretty yet. So let's make it look pretty. Okay, now we're gonna make the bow look pretty. So I like to hold onto my little wire ends and start fluffing the bow to make it a nice little loop. Okay, go around and do this to all of your loops, and you can move them around and twist them however you want them to be to look beautiful. To really give some dimension to your bow and really make it look just fabulous. And then you can have a great looking present wrapped under the tree. They aren't going to want to open it because it's going to look so pretty. What do you think? Nice and big? Now let's get our tails. Okay, so the back of my bow is where I have the wire. And we made some long tails to go with our nice bow. So I'm thinking I would like my tails to be about this long. It's about the size of my arm. So I'm going to take and cut it right here. I'm going to cut to make it have the nice pretty edges. And then I have to cut it in half. Perfect. Okay, so now you have your beautiful ends here. I'm going to flip it. You can see up here, bunch it together, twist it together. Okay, so here's your bows. Wire. Open up the wire. Put the bunched up ties together and twist. And we're just gonna twist it around nice and tight so they stay with the bow. Now don't worry about messing up the fluff because we can always fix that. And after you have your bow in place, you're probably going to want to fix that. All right, we are nice and twisted, and I'm just gonna hide it in my bow because I'm not going to use any more of this wiring. That's why I used a twisty tie, because I would like to secure this to my package without the wire. Okay, so fluff her up again to make her just look beautiful. And I really am excited. This is only my 4th bow so far, and I tend to make a lot of them this year. And just really want it to look fluffy and beautiful.